But right now, the left is claiming that this verdict is going to harm domestic abuse survivors. Joining me with some perspective on that topic is clinical psychologist, one of our favorite guests on the show, Dr. Katie Kuhlman, joining us from Scottsdale, Arizona. Dr. Kuhlman, good to see you again.
Great to see you. I'm so happy to be here today.
Yeah, we're glad you're here. So again, I just mentioned there that folks are claiming that this verdict in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case is going to harm domestic violence victims in other ways. What are your early thoughts, and what are these folks talking about?
So I completely disagree. I actually think that this is going to be helpful for domestic violence victims. You know, what we saw throughout the Johnny Depp trial was this kind of cultural phenomenon and a realization that men can be victims of domestic violence too. And I think objectively, we always knew that to be the case. But for many reasons, men just didn't speak out as much about domestic violence because of ego, because of bravado, because of fear of not being believed. And now the entire world, and especially our country, knows that, well, that's really not the case. And so because the country sees that as not being the case, law enforcement is also going to keep that in the back of their minds too when they're investigating. And so I predict more thorough investigations. I predict that law enforcement, when they're conducting investigations, will be listening very closely to both sides and really kind of looking at more of the complexities and the intricacies within domestic violence cases. This is not about Me Too, and it was very obvious as we were watching the trial that Amber Heard was exaggerating a lot of what happened to her.